Hi, today I'm going to give you some tips to start or improve your Tentatek skills. The first thing you're going to want to learn is the Tentatek's kit, range, and roll. As you can see, the Tentatek's sub-weapon is the Splat Bomb and its special is the Inkjet. These are perfect for starting and stopping pushes. Looking at its range, it ends up on the mid to lower end of the spectrum. When you're playing the Splattershot, you should be placing yourself on the front line, getting kills, sharking, and holding down sections of the map. Remember, just because it has a low range doesn't mean you shouldn't take advantage of it. Always keep that in mind when facing targets with a higher or lower range. When picking out gear, you should go based off of what you think will help your playstyle. While I am of the belief that you should test out gear abilities for yourself, here are 3 of my favorite kits that I use when playing the Tentatek. This first set is the one that I choose the most when playing competitively. I didn't choose the Special Saver sub, but it never hurts to have some. When it comes to playstyle, this kit allows you to be super aggressive. Personally, I use it to run into the enemy and get as many kills as possible with a smaller punishment for dying. If I do lose, I have comeback and stealth jump to put me right back into the fight. And when the trade isn't possible, quick respawn is right there to keep my time in base to a minimum. My second set only changes a shirt. I swapped the Peer of Quick Respawn for a Peer of Special Power Up. This is helpful for anyone who uses Inkjet a bunch or is just learning Inkjet and needs a boost to secure kills. My final kit is one that I use when I'm having a bit more fun or using the regular Splattershot. It uses a lot of run speed and swim speed to improve movement. This allows me to outmaneuver, confuse, and remove my opponent's ability to track. I use stealth jump here, but I also use object shot on this set if it's Rainmaker. Now on to gameplay. This weapon will never be on the backline, so you should rarely find yourself there. I personally try to be one of the first 2 pushing in. This is a generalization though, don't take this literally. Use common sense in situations when to aggress and when to be safe. Don't also take that as don't go into every fight. It's good to be risky and try and make the big plays to turn the tide. Sharking or hiding in place without moving too much with this weapon is a common and effective tool. Hiding around corners and catching people off guard will often result in a kill or 2. For example, here when I'm sharking underneath this Explosher, I used their tendency of going for the players that I saw to put them within my range. By attacking their teammate, I caught their attention just when I wanted them to and came back for the kill. Beyond playing more, there are only a couple more tips that I wanted to give. They revolve around bombs, jumping, and strafing. For bombs, use them. They are very effective for moving people in the direction that you want them to be. If you don't like a player holding a wall, throw a bomb to move them in a different direction. If you want a player to come to you, throw a bomb right behind them, force them to swim at you. Use these bombs to get other people to move in the fashion that you want. As for jumping and strafing, these are both commonly used to avoid being hit in fights. While both can be effective, I strongly suggest never leaving the ground when possible. The Tentatek loses a lot of accuracy when jumping, and this can cause you to lose a fight. Here are 2 examples when jumping and staying on the ground. There are still situations where it might be necessary for you to jump. I have found sometimes when I'm being outranged or the enemy is also jumping, I need to jump in order to win the fight. However, you will always be more accurate when you are on the ground. I didn't go over everything about the Tentatek, for example the Inkjet, but that is a whole nother can of worms that I will have to open on a different day. I hope you did learn something today, and if you have any other questions, feel free to ask me in the comments. If you would like more content or updates, feel free to follow my Twitter and Twitch, which are in the description below. Thank you for watching.